Hello my beautiful and amazing people, I have for you good news. Blacklisted knee pads are absolutely broken and today I will show you perfect build with these knee pads. Forget about tipping scale, striker or other shenanigans. You need this build which will allow you to survive anything. DPS will not be a problem with these knee pads because right now they are glitched out. I don't know for how long. We should receive update or patch today, I guess, but I haven't seen anything in patch notes mentioned about these knee pads, only in Discord, so who knows what we gonna get with new patch. And guys, actually this glitch works with your skills. You can scale your skills like assault turret, striker drone, and those will hit like 500 mil, 100. They will one tap enemies. You will be unstoppable. But the key point here, this is master difficulty, 4 directives applied, and what I want to give you is build that will not be affected by anything in this game. DPS will not be a problem, guys. With these blacklisters, with these exotic gloves, knee pads, you can sometimes receive shit ton of incoming damage from marked enemy, and you're gonna die. And you're gonna die a lot if you are not prepared for combat. And like I said, look at this final mission, everyone is dead, and I have no issues whatsoever to do this in solo. Yes, like I said, DPS will not a problem. How you can stack these knee pads is really simple. Kill simply marked enemies all the time, and eventually you're gonna stack DPS up to the sky. Kill marked enemies, yeah, you can kill unmarked enemies as well, but like I said, if you want to glitch out these knee pads, kill all the time marked enemy, one by one, and eventually you will receive a ridiculous DPS boost. When that's done, next thing what you have to do is to survive. And survivability can be an issue on master difficulty with all the explosions, status effects, turrets, drones, jammers. So we need build that can sustain us non-stop, and for that reason we're gonna use Bloodsucker talent and efficient talent on chest piece, which will give us pretty much non-stop medkits if you're gonna use it properly. Bloodsucker bonus armor, we have armor on heal, and most importantly hazard protection and protection from elites. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor, Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good image, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. If you will use my promo code RBD for RBDA, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all series. Amazing deal, especially on right now. They have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop your comment down below in the comment section or contact the operator, and the rest will be the history. And like I said, once you have stacked these knee pads, you will annihilate everything and everyone. But incoming damage is still a problem if you're not prepared, if you're using striker build, if you're using tipping scales build, if you're using maybe Hunter's Fury build. It depends on what weapons you're using. You will die. I can promise that you're gonna die a lot, even though you're dishing out shit ton of damage, but something will get your ass. So what you want to do here is to minimize all incoming damage sources. For example, if you're fighting Chungus, and if you're marking Chung with your crazy DPS, and if you're not killing him first, Stinger on his backpack can get you, and with one sting alone you're gonna die with bleed effect, insta die. So to avoid that, we need hazard protection. Hazard protection, baby. Next thing to avoid in this build is reload. For that purpose we are using Bullet King as our secondary weapon. When there are a lot of enemies, Bullet King is gorgeous for this build. It's spray and pray option, just wipe everything. When I'm simply rushing from one room to another room, I'm using Tempest. Tempest will one tap everyone, you have increased movement speed, but my favorite weapon here is of course Purist, named SMG with perfect flatline talent. Since we are not using skills, this is perfect synergy, so we need this setup. Especially at early stages of the glitch, Tempest will help you a bit with your DPS output. Eventually you will be able to switch to Bullet King and your Quick Step Pistol. For the set itself, like I said, 2 key points. Protection from elites. On Master difficulty you are fighting elites non-stop. Master difficulty 4 directors applied. It can't get harder than this baby. So you can see on your screens how this build is indestructible. Bloodsucker talent will give a shit ton of bonus armor with each kill. We have armor on kill as well in this build, so with each kill we are healing ourselves. On top of that we have hazard protection like 90%. We will minimize all status effects on ourselves, because on Master difficulty there are a lot of rushers, there are a lot of explosions, fire damage, bleed damage from stingers, from changas. You are constantly jammed with something. So this will help you a lot to sustain your health. And also next thing is protection from elites. Like I said, we have a ton of elite enemies on Master difficulty, and protection from elite is gonna help you. Gunner specialization will give us armor on kill, increased rate of fire on kill. Really good synergies, really good 2 things you can run. Next thing what we're gonna look for is, like I said, medkits. Sometimes you can run out of medkits quite easily. You have only 4 medkits. Efficient talent on our chest piece will solve that issue. You have a chance by using medkit to not waste it. So you can keep your medkits for quite some time, and that's really important on harder difficulty missions, especially on Master difficulty. So you should never run out of medkits. If shit will hit the fan, you can always use a medkit. For the build itself, I'm using 2 Cheshka pieces to receive crit chance and hazard protection. 1 Yals piece, and that's my backpack with Bloodsucker talent. Palisades chest piece with efficient talent, and 1 improvised piece, which is holster, which will give me additional mod slot. In mod slots, I'm using protection from elites, like I mentioned before. I'm reaching 50 plus protection from elites. If you want to improve that number, you can always use survivalist specialization. Survivalist will give you additional 10. Also, medkit will heal not only you, but your teammates as well. Yes, you're gonna lose rate of fire on kill and armor on kill a little bit, but overall for team runs, that can be extremely efficient way how to set up this build. For knee pads, I'm using Black Listers, new exotic knee pads, which right now are, broken. And honestly, I don't know for how long this shenanigans will continue. We are receiving like 1 billion damage even with your skills, and I will cover that a little bit later, that we have also skill damage now shenanigans with these knee pads. So yeah, you are dealing amplified damage, and I'm sure you can melee now everything and everyone, and actually that would be crazy video, and I haven't thought about meleeing someone, but definitely enjoyed this build. For the skills, a Reviver Hive Decoy is must have. Decoy can be replaced with Striker Drone if you want, and just check shenanigans it's gonna deal. I mean, this is the best build if you want to survive and deal maximum DPS right now with these gloves. Forget Striker, Tipping Scale, Umbra, yada yada yada. Use this build with hazard protection, with protection from elites, and Bloodsucker and efficient talent. Bye.